Here, you can exercise your rights to freedom every day without leaving your home. We don't just say, we do. It's the Stain City way.
Good afternoon and welcome to Real Talk on SABC3. The stage is yours. As a young girl growing up in the Phumlani informal settlement that is just outside East London in the Eastern Cape, Bulelwa Mtukana only had one dream: to have South Africa and the world hear her sing. In 2011, she arrived on the music scene with her debut album Loliwe and proved she was a force to be reckoned with, winning 8 summers. Since then, fans cannot get enough of her powerful voice, her brilliantly executed storytelling through her Afri-soul manner, which combines Xhosa as well as English. She's been associated with heavyweights in the industry, including the multi-Grammy Award-winning Soweto Gospel and Ladysmith Black Mambazo, as well as DJ Swoo. Today, we welcome her onto Real Talk as she celebrates the release of her 4th studio album, Mgodi. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for singer, songwriter, guitarist, and record label owner, Zahara.
Ewe ndiyavuma ndikhubekile kwi-gravel intuthu emehleni am beniyayazi zosuswa ngubani beniyayazi zosuswa ngubani ewe ndiyavuma ndikhubekile mna kwi-gravel intuthu emehlweni am beniyayazi zosuswa ngubani beniyayazi zosuswa ngubani Mgodi, Mgodi, ndisimela ngawe Mgodi, 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 ndisimela ngawe Mgodi, Mgodi. Beniyayazi zosuswa ngubani beniyayazi zosuswa ngubani beniyayazi zosuswa ngubani Mgodi, 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 ndisimela ngawe uzozibonela ngam uzozenzela ngam mna ndikutyungelwe siqushumba ngam beniyayazi zosuswa ngubani beniyayazi zosuswa ngubani Mgodi, 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 ndisimela ngawe Mgodi, 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 ndisimela ngawe beniyayazi zosuswa ngubani beniyayazi zosuswa ngubani oh beniyayazi zosuswa ngubani beniyayazi zosuswa ngubani Mgodi, 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 simela ngawe.
right, so I guess that's how you start a show off. Let's give Zahara another round of applause. Do you know what I love about you, when Zahara, is every time you open your mouth, you prove yourself. Every time. Do you do interviews because you're told to do them? Or do you do them because you want to do them? Because I feel like you don't like doing interviews.
I don't like doing interviews.
So why do you do them?
I remember when I came here, when I first started with Loli, they told me, hey, you've got a TV interview, you've got a radio interview, and I'm like, I don't want that. I just want to sing. I just want people to hear my music. And then they told me, how are they going to hear you if you are not interviewed? Because people, they watch TV, they do everything. But for me, it's not about fame. It's not about anything else. But it's about inspiring young people. It's about inspiring whether you are young or you are old. So that's why when I write my songs, for me, I don't write hits. I tell a story.
But do you think that there is something that you could tell us in interviews that you could not tell us through music?
Well, I guess so.
Like, for instance, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Mgodi, I mean, platinum girl, quickly at that.
Yeah.
It's like you released and you got it out the way, right?
Yeah.
But you were very emotional when you were singing it.
Yeah.
And I've never seen you emotional for any other song that you, I mean, you are always in the emotions, but
Yes.
you weren't as this emotional.
Yeah.
So why are you emotional with this one?
With Mgodi, the album, that's why, okay, thank you to South Africans, because in 6 hours I went gold, and in 20 hours platinum, and now it's because...
Many times platinum.
Yes, many times platinum. Abantu, they can't wait to hear my story, because I never, if it's for fame for me or it's for money, it's because I do not take out a single, and the copy single, here's why. If you want to hear my story, go get the album.
The entire thing.
The entire album, so that you can understand me, the person that I am. From the first song to the last song, that's what I talk about, my life, the influences and everything. So I don't have to test waters. Are you going to like this signal? Are you going to like it?
Let's change the sound. No one
Let's
is
change the sound,
responding.
because it's not about that. It's about, I'm telling a story.
So
my
Mgodi
story.
is a whole.
Yes, it's a pit, it's a whole.
When you're walking, then
Okay.
Okay.
It's, in my life, this is how I, Mgodi is not just a single, it's the whole album. I'm telling a story.
Yeah.
I felt like I was being attacked for nothing.
Consistently.
Then
You like an easy target. I think you're an easy target. You don't fit the narrative of what people want success to look like, especially as a female in the music industry.
So this is what I did. I feel like the explanation of Mgodi, I feel like people were just after me for nothing. And you know, when you are running and your enemies behind you, and it people will be running after you. So whatever, you try and find a space where you can hide. So Mgodi lo, because you find a pit, you just go there.
So
without calculating,
so you'd rather go into a hole and hide without knowing how you're going to get out?
No, not that it was, that's what I'm saying. It was not calculated. It's like you are running. You're trying to find a space to hide. Then you see a hole, and then you get into the hole, and then those enemies, they will pass, right? Bazodlula.
Because about bone bungene.
So bazodlula. But guess what? How you going to get up? Because so you don't have a rope. There's a rain.
So it's slippery.
Sometimes. Over you. How are you going to cover yourself? There's a sun, sometimes 40 degrees. It's going to be on you. What are you going to do? Sometimes kuno moya is a quit. As a fikela wena. Until that's somebody that can listen. For example, if, let's say you were wearing, like you are wearing, then you ran and you fell there. So you take out one shoe, you toss it out, right?
Get attention.
Get attention, even if maybe somebody else is just passing by. You take another shoe, and then you toss it, and then for somebody to see, and no one is hearing you. You take the top, the blouse, and then you toss it so that somebody maybe can see that there's someone there. Do you know in the pit what happens?
Zahara, you're a storyteller, okay? Like, you are a storyteller. I'm going to annoy everyone and take an ad break now. When we come back, Zahara is going to continue. Remember, my shoe was out, then the other shoe was out, and then my blouse was out. So now I'm just wearing the skirt and panties only, ne? And the top. When Zahara comes back, she's going to unpack all of that for us. You know you want to come back. Come back.
Mgodi, Mgodi, ndizimela ngawe. Mgodi, Mgodi, ndizimela ngawe. Mgodi, Mgodi, ndizimela ngawe. Bendingayazi zosuswa kubani.
Man, guys, Zahara ukudla khona belungu kwi-video zakhe. Amen. All right, welcome back to Real Talk. For Zahara, success was always going to be a double-edged sword because she never considered herself as someone who got into the industry for fame. Through her own admission, she prefers to keep to herself as opposed to mingling in the celebrity world. Unfortunately for her, the media were always going to be interested in her every move, and at times the headlines she attracted did not work in her favor. But now she's creating her own headlines, and she's telling us a story. So, Mgodi, I'm fascinated, as is everyone. So now I'm in this hole. I've chucked my shoes out, hoping to get attention. I've chucked my top out. Then what are you doing?
This is what happens. If, for example, if you're a man, now you'll be left with a dress, right?
Yeah.
And then God sends someone when you're about, because I need you want to get out.
Yeah.
So, and if you've tried everything, like in the hole and it, in the pit, it's very high and it. Sometimes uzohumba, ubamba ngezandla zakho.
And your nails will get dirt.
Uwe phansi uphinde uhlala noba yi-2 days, uphinde uphukelwa ngamazipho, wenzele yonke into, uzame ngento yonke nayo. Until that's somebody that can hear you, until you become naked.
Yeah.
Then that's what God does. When least wena, ulibele. Because the timing of God is timing of God, it's not our timing. Our timing, we want things to happen today. And the timing of God, if you are not ready for a thing, God will not give you now.
So, speaking of timing, and I always feel this pressure on your behalf. I mean, you and I, like, we can't say we're friends. We don't know each other. You're Zahara, I'm Anele. But I always feel this pressure on your behalf that people are always wanting you to release something. Do you feel that pressure that as soon as you release, they're like, okay, I guess this...
Yeah, I remember when I released Loli. Everywhere I go, they're like, I'm like, I just released Loli was just last year. You want me to do another album now? They don't want me not to whatever, but for me it's a story. So I have to grow. I have grown. From Loliwe, I was still at the village.
Country girl.
I'm a country girl, I'll always be a country girl. So all I'm saying is, for me, I tell a story. It's not about making hits. So when I did Loliwe, I never even knew, I didn't even ever dreamed ukuthi one day ngizabe ndinayo. Into yami, city yami, ngizabe ndiseGauteng. Uyayibona loo nto? Zange ndicinge loo nto. But nje bendiyazi bendifuna abantu to be inspired, people to hear my music, to hear my voice. So when it happened, that's why I never wanted to do interviews and what. I thought it's things for the TV people.
But what is the price of being you? How much did you have to pay to be you? Because I feel like your private life is always compromised.
Yeah.
You know, you can't. You know, what can Zahara do? Because Zahara has to be Zahara.
This is first what I'm gonna say. I don't have to prove to you that I can sing. I don't have to prove to you that I can write. I don't have to prove to you that I can play guitar. I don't have to prove to you. I have to break my own record from the awards and everything, even from the sales. I'm sorry if I'm gonna be wrong by saying this. The only black person who always win the best selling at the awards. So is me, if it's not white.
Afrikaans.
Africans, the music.
Yeah.
So
South Africa.
The music. So, I'm just saying, I don't have to prove to nobody. I'm here to inspire. So for me, I feel like I'm being robbed.
Who's robbing you?
I'm robbing myself. You know how?
How?
What was I here for? To be praised or to inspire.
So you feel like you are the one who's distracting yourself by paying attention
To everything
else
yes.
that is negative.
Because here, I was not here to be praised. I'm here to inspire.
But then do you not think that that is a conversation that you have to have with yourself, as in, I can sing, I can play guitar, I can break records, I am beautiful, I can perform, I can write. What is it that I'm lacking that allows this door to be kept open where I can listen to naysayers?
Let me tell you something. People out there, they feel like my story is too perfect. Yes, my story is too perfect for them.
As in
they can't find
girl
nothing.
who just made it big.
Yes. Besides that, there's nothing wrong. They don't have pictures of me in the club. They don't have pictures of me, whatever. They have pictures of me in the contact, but it's always the sources say. So who's this source? Is that mayonnaise or the tomato sauce? Yeah, it's always the source say. Where is the proof? It's because my story is too perfect for them. They don't want that. So that's mna ndacinga ndathi uyazini uba mna ndicinga ngolu hlobo mhlawumbe I remember I called my mother and I was like to my mother, no, I'm going to go home, mama.
When did you call your mom? At which album?
2014.
Which album? Second or third?
Pendula.
Okay.
Yeah, 2014. So I was like, mama, ndiyagoduka ngoba ingathi ndizabe eRhawutini ndizonyathela abantu ezihlangwini kodwa ndizocula. That's the only thing I want to do. Yinto nento bazithetha ngami zingekhoyo. So my cows are waiting for me at that village. I've got cows and goats and
okay.
yeah. Okay. So they're waiting for me. I used to play for them. Slowly, I was writing when I was...
So when you are telling us that you've always had an audience, I'll tell you as a fans.
My cows are always listening to me.
They love you. But then why do you... I just feel like there's gaps in your armor, right?
Yeah.
Be it people that you deem are your friends, be it people that you deem are your family, be it people that you deem are your colleagues, but girl, you've got holes, and those holes are letting water in. And this is why you're angry. I feel like you constantly you're on defense mode, right? Which I really feel like you don't have to be.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Listen, me in my house, I don't want to allow. There are holes because I love people. The reason why I love inspiring, whom I'm going to inspire, if I'm not going to go to people, we are able to enjoy. So the people, I always say, they don't hate me. Whomever is saying anything about me, whomever is doing anything wrong to me, they don't hate me. It's just jealousy. Some of them, they are thinking to themselves, this dream that she's living, I don't want it. I've been trying for 40 years, for 30 years, for 16 years. Yena uyafika namhlanje wenza lento. Aba understand uba mna bendihamba ngeenyawo. Barefooted. Ndihambe ndinxiba kwase baska. Hlala eKatara ndibeka umnqwazi babeke 2 rand. The first person wakho abeka imali lephepha, a paper money, uSomisa. He did not even know me then. Wabeki iphepha ogqiba wathi kha uphindele ngomana uqhumba yiyo ndizayiphinda kanti.
Janga, speaking of people that love and support you from word go, I'm being told that we've got a message for you. Now it's a surprise, I don't know who it is. So please just play it.
First of all, I want to say I'm excited because both my sisters are sitting on the same couch. Number one, I want to say, Anele, I'm really proud of everything you've achieved, my sister. You make us really proud. And Bulelo, I don't even know where to start because from seeing you back in 2010, when you came out to Johannesburg on TK, introduced you to all of us, and when you became part of the team, to looking at you right now, growing and becoming a fully fledged, mature woman. I'm really proud of you. The fact that you've had to focus and work on your weight and just be consistent in the game, because when we're all young, we all learn the game, we make a lot of mistakes, we get into the music industry, make a lot of money, but I'm happy that you've had to learn quick and move on and become mature and become the type of artist that you have become. Congratulations on your brand new album. If there's anything that I have to say, Ngobulelwa, is she's very good in impersonations. If you can ask her right now to impersonate me, she'll do exactly that. If you ask her to impersonate Utatu Mandela, she'll do exactly that. Or Jacob Zuma. Even you, Anele, she can impersonate you. She's very good at that, but she's been consistent with her career. She sold gold the first day, and I think she's going very far.
I'm emotional. Why is that emotional for you? Okay, guess I'll be impersonation. Yeah, guess I DJ Sbu. But I know Mandela, when you performed for him, he said, "Very good, you are leaving the guitar here." Okay, so anyone you want to impersonate?
Oh God, all right. I remember when I went to him when he asked for me to come and play for him, and that's why I feel so blessed. And like he's saying, today I've got my own record label, and I've joined ventures with Warner Music. And you must think where my inspiration is there. Tracy Chapman signed Anna Warner. So I'm with her now, the person that inspired me. And by the way, thank you to Jisbu. He's always been a brother to me. God, why did he put me on the spot?
Come on, before we say goodbye
this is what he said.
Yeah.
Tata Mandela, when I finished playing, Sharpers was gang. And then people, they were like, "Hi, Tata, look after take one." But okay. And then I played, and then after I played a lolly, he went like this. "You are a very special girl. And South Africa is very blessed to have you. And may God bless you. And wherever you go, may the stars, they must shine upon your life."
We're saying
And DJ's boo,
my sister, I'm very proud of you.
I'm very proud of you. Who are you listening? What's my name? What's my name? DJ's boo.
Listen, thank you so much for all that you are. And I mean, if Nelson Mandela can say that about you, and he was the most famous man to ever live on the planet, and if he says that about you, please don't listen to anybody else.
No problem.
Please don't listen.
I was going to say, I don't want to start when I'm on air. If you don't have Mgodi, please go and get Mgodi. If you want to listen to my story, then please go and get my story. I'm going to say to each and every young girl, and whomever you're old and whatever, this is what kept me going in this industry and in my life. Everything may be rushing on me. Everything may be too slow on me. But I'll be holding it down. I know where I'm going.
Hi, man. Thank you so much to Zahara for spending time with us this afternoon. The fourth studio album titled Mgodi is available for download. Go and get it. From one great artist to another, he is the creative behind the latest hit single, Kana Mali. Go, Jangi, Yamtanda, Yonkinti. I don't know. Anyway, he'll sing it. His name is Samthing Soweto. He's coming up next.
I have fallen for you. I won't fall fellow. I don't fail. You're a dream coming true. Oh my heart. I have fallen for you. I won't fall. Baby, you're a dream coming true. Oh my heart.
Welcome back to Real Talk on SABC3. The stage is yours. Look, after going on a short break from performing in the end of 2016, so Samkelo Lele to Ndolomba experimenting with the new sound, which would lay down the foundation for what he has proven to take over 2017 by. That has led to the #1 hit single, Akana Mali. This talented performer has enjoyed at least 3 sold-out venues this year alone, including the Soweto Theatre in Johannesburg. His music has been the soundtrack to TV shows and movies, including Isitingo, Rhythm City, and the 2011 film featuring film release of Fellow Burning. Excuse me. What a pleasure to be able to spend some time with singer-songwriter, composer, and producer Samthing Soweto. I'm falling over my words here because I'm excited. This is what's happening here. Can you understand that the entire country is excited about you?
Hi, Mom. I'm here.
Oh, Okay, he's saying hello to his mother. I like that.
My mom watches the show every day.
Oh, hello, mother.
And she hates TV. So, yeah, that should tell you something about this show.
Sorry. Okay, we can call this a wrap. I mean, I think we're done here for today. He can just sing and we can all go home. Okay, so I play your song a lot on my radio show, right? And my audience is very mixed, right? So the whites are always sending me WhatsApp voice notes. Oh, I love that Samthing Soweto, eh? I love that Samthing Soweto, eh? I don't know what she's saying. What is he saying? And now we're like, Natas. And like, everyone is in turmoil about the song.
Yeah.
Like, what are you saying? Who doesn't have money? Who likes who? Who are you in the mix?
I mean, to make it simple, it's a story of, it's inspired by Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
And Romeo and Juliet were the two lovers. It's a Shakespearean story that I learned about in high school.
The Montagues and the Capulets.
Yeah, those things, right? Yeah. But they're lovers and their families have problems with each other. So that keeps them, it basically creates a problem for them, for their love.
Together.
So instead of the parents and their families, just remove the parents and put friends of both parties. And that's what the song is about. You know, it's so the guy speaking to his friends, Nyamthanda, Nomete, Nomenjan, you know, and then the friends of the girl say, Agana Mali, and she goes, go to Tanda Yonki Tengi. So
it's a conversation.
Yeah, hence the change of voices and stuff. But I can't like emulate that like properly on like a song, you know.
But
so
you realize that it doesn't matter because we're singing along anyway.
Yeah.
You know, we're loving it anyway.
Thank you.
I'm like, when you went to bed and on that day you had the biggest song in South Africa, like, what did that mean for you and which moment did it validate?
I mean, I only realized it was a big song like 2 months ago. But we made this song this time last year. You know, Sanel musician. I always get that wrong because Gimu Sanele.
Okay.
But like, yeah, we made that song and it was a really tough time when we made that song, actually. We were both out of work, we were not working. So I just thought, yo, let's make a song. So I gave him the idea because normally I would do it a cappella. But instead of doing a cappella or whatever I normally do, I just said, yo, take it, let's see what you could do with it. And he basically worked on it, and many months later, he released it this year in March, and it's just slowly grew on people, and now it's a huge song.
And when you think of ways in which you're going to perform it live, because obviously you come from an a cappella ground, and that means that you can change cost now on stage and still make it work. So when you are playing with the song to yourself, are you changing it? Are you making different variations of it so that you can like keep on keeping us excited about it?
I mean, I think I react to necessity more than just being, you know, an artist.
To necessity.
Yeah, I only react to necessity. So I only do what I need to do. So every time you see me performing the song, it's either I'm doing it with a backtrack or maybe with a band. It's just that situation requires that, and that's what I react to. So if I needed to sing with singers and I do it a cappella, that's what I'll do. Because I've done this like a snippet with The Legacy, and like, it went on social media and stuff. So yeah, like I only react to necessity. I never do anything extra, because I don't think it's necessary. People love the more chilled, the more...
The simplicity.
Yeah, the simple songs, you know. Not because people are simple, but because people like the groove.
But also I find where we are now with simple, clean, timeless melodies, that's the song. For instance, we're going to be listening to your song in 50 years' time, and no one, when it comes on and we're like, you know, no one's going to be like, not the song again. It's going to be like, oh, dancing on my head.
Yeah.
So I think I agree with you when you say simplicity.
Yeah.
So for me, I personally want to see you win Song of the Year at the Summers and then perform it with The Soil.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Actually, I never thought of that.
Imagine, so you started off,
awesome,
and then they come in, because that's where you started, and you guys are still friends, most.
Yeah,
well,
not really friends. I mean, I know at this point in my life, I understand what a true friend is, and it's people that you like always around, and people that help you out. And with them, it's not bad blood or anything. It's just we don't interact because you know we had that whole situation where I left the group and
over contractual disagreements.
Yeah, it was a disagreement with Wabusipos Tole, you know, and his approach to music. But I find it like right now I really get it. Like he was just trying to say, yo, just focus on one. Because I was doing many things. I was doing Samthing Soweto, I was doing The Soil, I was doing a band called The Fridge. So he was like, yo, focus on one, you know, right now, and then we can do the rest later. And I was like, nah. Because I felt like he was taking away from me what made me whole, you know, because you know, you become very personal with your music. So yeah, and years later I realized that, yo, he was actually right. Because right now I'm doing one.
And look what's
it's
happening.
working. And it's working. So yeah, like, yeah, so that whole situation it didn't work out, and we were distant from then. I mean, we were young then. Now we have families, like, you know, a lot of things happen. So they are totally different people. I don't really know them, but I'm willing to entertain the possibility of maybe one day getting reintroduced to them, you know.
I look forward to that as well.
Yeah.
So I asked this question to every musician. Funny enough, everyone has answered by saying your song of late. So let me ask you, which song out there that was released, say, in the last 18 months, do you hear it and you wish that you had written and performed?
Man, there's a few actually.
Run through them. We have to go to an ad break.
There's songs from Java. I wish I wrote some of those.
The I Do and all of, I hear you.
And even like Kom Kokotlong would be really nice. Yeah, I wish I wrote that song. It's really nice. It's a nice song. I mean, I play clubs now and you know, big festivals and stuff. And what I've seen is that people love that song. So and many other songs.
Okay. Yeah. So don't ever forget that you heard it on Real Talk, that Samthing Soweto wishes that he had written, Listen, if you've never had the pleasure of seeing this man do his thing live on stage, then you are in for a treat. Stay with us as we get ready to wrap things up with Samthing Soweto, and then he performs for us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Real Talk. Samthing Soweto was just a young teenager, fresh out of school, when he first started out in music with his roots firmly laid down in the a cappella sound. As one of the founding members of the group The Soul, he is honorably credited for co-writing, composing, and producing 8 out of 11 of their songs on their debut album. He has since gone to embrace his own successful path, and we are knee-deep in it right here on Real Talk. You look down every time we play a video of yours. Do you not like to watch yourself?
Yeah, no. I never watch myself on video.
Why not?
It's just, I feel like I check out the mistakes. You know, there's things that I would do differently if I could. But it's a moment and it's good and it's great. And
so then what's your self-reflection process like if you don't want to watch yourself on video?
I mean, when I do, I self-correct. But like, I try not to because sometimes you mess up a good thing. So I go by the audience half of the time. So if they like it, then I know it was a great show, even if I didn't like it. Because at first, I didn't do that. I used to self-correct by myself. And what that did is just delays the point where I'm actually showcasing whatever I'm writing, or, you know. I just spend too much time crafting. Yeah, and can't do that anymore.
So who do you trust then to I don't want to say correct, because correct looks like you're doing something wrong. Who do you trust to just tilt you back in the right direction?
I mean, the first people are my actual band members. You know, Bafana Mlangeni, Ntsikelelo Machache, Nomtutuzi Matebula. Those are the first people I was playing with there. Those are the first people that, you know, I have to convince or I have to showcase whatever I'm doing. If they like it, I know it's gonna because I can see from their groove. Like I always joke, Ntigele Machachi is a guitarist, and when he's feeling the groove, he goes, and I know it's a it's right there with the money.
It must be terrible to look at him and you can see his lips. You're like, no, put your lips, hide your lips, hide your lips.
Yeah, because it's a clear indication of whether it's a hit or not. So yeah.
And you, what's your equivalent of hiding your lips?
Looking down on the floor, closing my eyes. Yeah, scatting instead of singing the actual words. Yeah, words suck, yo, half of the time.
Do words suck or do you just not remember words?
I mean, I'm not, I don't memorize words pretty well. But like, in general, they just suck. Because I feel like it doesn't matter what I'm saying. Can you feel the music? You know what I mean? I mean, yes, I mean, to people who went to like, who are very, you know, I get it, you know? But apart from that, like, I mean, look, can you understand what I'm saying by me singing this line instead of that line? Can you feel what I'm, you know? Because I feel like sometimes I could describe a whole situation where there's a castle in the sky. Something is very straight up, like there's a castle in the sky and it's floating in the clouds. And I said none of those words and just scat and you would get it. Yeah, I have a belief that is possible. And I'm constantly working towards that, where I'm just singing these lines and you just get it.
And we just go
regardless of language, regardless of, you know, education or whatever that we need to interpret whatever, you know. That's why it was so hard to explaining Agana Mali to people, for me.
Because you're like, why don't just go with the flow?
Yeah, let's just have fun. Who cares, you know?
Now that you're speaking, and I'm sure everyone is like running this part in their heads, there's a part where I don't really know what you're saying, but like I'm there when you're like, skim sami.
Oh.
Yes, that part. But I mean, we just go on the flow with you, but we don't like, I don't know what he's saying, but I'm there for it.
Yeah, I mean.
So how do you then like construct like what you're gonna do for music videos? Is it like
I've never actually like been behind a music video as far as I'm concerned. Even this one, like a Sanel musician, what happened was a third party came in and pitched an idea and and we just went with it.
Has the video been released?
Yeah, it has. On YouTube and Channel O and MTV and all these other stations.
When they pitched the idea to you, what did they say? Because I'm trying to see how they sold your song to you, because ultimately that's what they had to do.
You know, to be really honest, the first draft of the video, we were not even supposed to appear. So someone came to me and said, yo, are you crazy? Like, no one has a song this big it's not something that happens all the time. So you better like appear, you know, so people see you. Yeah. And yeah, I took that advice and I told Sanel and he was like, yo, let's go. And that's why we look I think we look awkward. I haven't seen the whole video, by the way, so I don't know what the cut is. I don't like looking at myself. There's a picture of me as a young boy when I'm 3 years old and I'm running away from a family picture where everyone is like, and I'm like, so like, that should tell you something about me and cameras. Like, I really.
That's not who you are.
Yeah, like, I don't.
But you do realize that you're gonna have to, it's like I was saying to Zahara, I'm like, do you do interviews because you want to do them?
No, I like doing interviews.
Yeah, yes, I can see that.
Because I like talking. Oh. That's one thing. So right now, this is perfect because I haven't even looked to that side.
Okay.
So looking at you is great.
I know.
Yeah, right. The view is amazing.
And thank you. So now, but you have to watch this interview again when you get home to watch it with your mom.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I can't promise. I can't promise that.
No, your mom's gonna make you watch it again. I know. I know mothers. That's what they do. So? That's what they do.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Okay, so what has your mom asked you for since you've this is you now. You've got the biggest song in the country. Malé Groza.
Yeah, Malé Groza. It's not much actually. It's like 2.5, 3,000. It's not much. Yeah.
How have you spoiled yourself? Because you said last year at this time things weren't going well.
Yeah,
you and Samuel out of jobs.
Have you seen me in this expensive Makosa jersey?
You know, because you're performing in East London this Friday, and the club owner posted a picture of you, and you were in another Makosa jersey, and I was like, this kid is just rolling.
Yeah, I mean, I love the brand. He's amazing, very inspiring.
Yeah.
So yeah, the jersey is just me supporting us, you know.
Yeah. What are your other luxuries?
I mean, apart from that, I mean, nothing really.
If it's your birthday, what must I buy you?
I don't celebrate birthdays also.
Because you probably have to sing for yourself, eh?
No, because I was born in January.
Oh,
so that's the
everyone's broke.
worst. Yeah, like, so they taught me very young, like, yo, forget about it, you know, so.
Oh my word, I almost forgot.
about it.
Sorry, there's a voice note. Please play it.
Yo, Samthing Soweto, man. Really dig your music, man. It's your boy, Tablet Beatbox from Kruger's Up. Holla.
Oh, wow.
One word, yes or no. Are you in a relationship?
Yes.
Thank you. And that's all we have time for, folks. That's what you wanted to know. All of you were like, ask him if you've seen someone. Ask him if you've seen someone. After the break, he's going to do what he does best as he performs right here on Real Talk. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're on SABC 3. The stage is yours. This has been Real Talk. A big thank you to my guest today, Zahara, as well as Samthing Soweto. We really find ourselves lucky where we can enjoy their creative abilities, both talented singers with soothing vocal abilities, and both are prolific storytellers whose words take each of us on our own individual journeys. Tomorrow, we'll be in the company of veteran actor and radio DJ, Mr. Treacherous. So we'll see you back here for that. And for your final treat of the day, please welcome to the Real Talk stage to perform his #1 song, Akana Mali. Samthing Soweto. Goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow.
Love me telling love me John Tanta ken no ke pelo po sa pa ba da gi kamta Shale na me mi she Chalo ku kya follow sa pa ba da gi kamta I wanna pinch up Angidlale mpintsha ngikamta tangoti semba ngikamta so mamela skimsa temba mina hauta kisamta samtanda wenako to so sola angatuka pakho hlapho abangan ba Bangan bako somtanda wenako to so sola Angatuka pakho hlapho bathandi malibu zawte angana mali Kaita tanda yo into kikiyo Zapa bananta Angana mali I got to tanda yo into kikiyo Zapa bananta Angana mali I got to tanda yo into kikiyo Zapa bananta Angana mali I got to tanda young into kikiko Zapa banana Nani Follow for Zahara.